Hey everybody, so Iron Man 2 came out this weekend, and all I can say is... Oh my god! Yeah. So, basically I went into the theater, you know, I had seen Iron Man 1. I have not rewatched the whole of Iron Man in quite a long while. I've seen bits and pieces of it as need be, whenever I just kind of see it. So I had not relived the first Iron Man experience, but I figured that wasn't really a big problem. So I came into the movie, sat down. Of course, the theater, they're not very good. They started the movie like 12 minutes late, so I just sit through all these previews. It was terrible. But the movie started, and the beginning pacing of Iron Man 2 was pretty good. I mean, Tony Stark as a character now, in the original movie, he was growing a conscience. You know, he was, you know, going from this incredibly arrogant guy to a person who actually cared. And in this movie, it seemed like he's, you know, that side of him is completely gone. He's lost that. That's never coming back. And I mean, I really didn't like that, because they developed his character in the original movie to suit that, and they just threw that out the window. So, I don't know. That's just one little issue I had from the very beginning, noticing, you know, exactly, basically, right into that court scene, you could tell that this is how his character is going to be for the rest of the movie. And, it's not a huge issue, but, you know, something that I would like to have seen them develop his character a little bit more. So then, going into the movie, you know, right towards the middle where they like to develop the character of Iron Man, I really didn't like the pace that they took. The whole birthday party scene was really unnecessary, and I don't think that they nailed the blood toxicity thing too well. They kind of threw that in the gutter. It's like, yeah, you know, his power thing is killing him, but we have a solution now, and it just, you know, they probably could have tweaked that a little bit better. But just these kind of minor things with the movie. Overall, all the way, you know, the fighting sequences, Mickey Rourke, Sam Rockwell were excellent supporting characters. Pepper Potts, she wasn't as, didn't have really as much of a role like she did in the last movie. She had more of a personality. This movie, she just seems like kind of like a babbling robot. Just, you know, spitting, you know, saying what it needs to say, kind of forcing that out there. But, and it's not really even her fault. It's just the role they designed for him, and it's designed for her in this movie. But Robert Downey Jr. did an excellent job at Iron Man, capturing that whole character. He did an amazing job. I don't think anybody could do it better than he could. And really the most disappointing aspect of the movie was the final battle sequence. And it fell just as flat as, at least in my opinion, it fell just as flat as the original battle sequence. And I'm not talking about the robots that he fights, the androids. Because, you know, they're nothing compared to what Iron Man, he just can spank those things all over the place. It's the final battle between him and Whiplash. That's, you know, the personal level battles. Just like in the original movie, him versus Jebediah, I believe his name was. You know, that kind of personal level battle, not just a couple androids, but just a personal level battle. It didn't, you know, it was very short, and it seemed like that guy died pretty simply. Basically, just a little beams crossing him and War Machine, and he was done. And that's it. And I don't think they didn't construct the ending battle sequence well, just like in the previous movie. So that's a problem I had with it. But other than that, Iron Man 2 is a fairly good movie, and I'm going to give it, considering the final battle sequence and a couple of minor issues, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5, which is pretty good considering the problems it had that it could, you know, it still has not fixed from the first one. And then a couple problems that it kind of strayed away from the first one. But yeah, you can check out us at cinemasquad.com. Subscribe to this channel. That'd be awesome. But anyways, until next time, I'm Colby. Yeah.